A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down is Lance. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going for it with the option right. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 39-yard line. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. $17-0 our score after 1. On 2nd down, Williams. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking for Elliott, and he's got the catch on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams again. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Lance's throw complete there to McLeod. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. This pass finds McCaffrey going across the middle. Touchdown, 49ers! Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now we give up and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
A final shot before half for Lance. Going up top. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just shy of midfield, Lance gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. Down to about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah for the INT. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Lance now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
This is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down? Were they about 95% chance of
winning? Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, and a slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go, set.
Desperation time here. Lance. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos are going to take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. They find some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And that is incomplete here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slam. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So 3 plays already, first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw some...
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Denver, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home